Guys, I come back. I continue to read British and American festivity stories. Chapter 7 Martin Luther King Day. On the third Monday in January, America celebrates Martin Luther King Day. This is quite a new public holiday in the United States. It started in 1983. Dr. Martin Luther King was an important person in the American civil rights movement. He believed in nonviolence. Dr. King was born on 15 January 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, and became a Baptist minister. At that time, there was segregation in the southern states of America. Black people could not use a certain type of public transport and go to the same school and churches as white people. Dr. King didn't agree with this, and he protested in public. The police arrested him several times. On one occasion, John F. Kennedy asked the police to free Dr. King. One J.R. Jr. Some men use this title after their name if their father also had the same name. Number 2. Baptist minister, a religious leader in the Baptist Christian religion. In many southern towns and cities, black people sat at the back of the bus and white people at the front. In 1955, in Montgomery, Alabama, one lady, Rosa Parks, refused to give her seat to the white person. The police came and arrested her. Dr. King then organized a boycott of the Montgomery bus system. No black person used a bus in Montgomery for 382 days. In the end, the Supreme Court decided to stop segregation on public transport. After this victory, Dr. King was famous. This picture, Martin Luther King Jr. Front Center, leads the march on Washington, D.C., 28 August 1963. After this, there were many other victories. He campaigned against segregation and inequality in other cities in the South. In 1963, in Birmingham, Alabama, he organized another peaceful protest. He invited children and young adults to march with him. The police commissioner, Eugene Burr Connor, ordered his policemen to attack them with dogs and water cannon. Television and newspapers all over the world show this picture of police brutality. In August 1963, Dr. King helped to organize a civil rights march on Washington, D.C. On that day, he gave his most famous speech. Everybody now knows the phrase, "I have a dream." These are some lines from that speech. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. In Washington, D.C., more than 200,000 people listened to this speech. In 1964, America passed the Civil bright act. This changed the lives of African Americans forever. In this year, Dr. King won the Nobel Peace Prize. On the 4th of April 1968, a man called James Early Ray assassinated Dr. King in Memphis. Every year, Americans remember Dr. King Gould by celebrating this national holiday. All the schools closed for the day. People try to remember what Dr. King believed in. They try to help someone on this day. It is not a day for rest, but a day to think about how we can help people around us. In 1969, Dr. King's wife, Coretta Scott King, opened the Martin Luther King Jr. Center in Atlanta, Georgia. She wanted to help society change in the peaceful way. Nice person. Thanks for listening. The end of chapter 7.